Well, hi everyone, it's Alan Epstein here at Lessonface. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the instrument, and I'm going to teach you your first scale, and then we're going to teach you your first song. So everyone get their mandolins, and let's get in tune here for starters. So this is the low G string, and the D string, the third string. The second string, the A string, and the highest string, the E string. So check your tuning, it should sound something like this. Okay, so the first scale I'm going to teach is a G scale, and the mandolin is tuned in fifths like the violin, and what that means is it's very symmetrical. So you're going to find patterns, identical patterns on adjacent strings. So for a G major scale, which is the first scale I want to teach you, it starts on the low G string. Okay, the next note in the scale is an A note, and so you go up 2 frets and you press your finger down and you play that A note. And if you're just starting out playing the mandolin and don't know how hard to press, one suggestion would be just kind of hover your first finger over that second fret and just with your pick kind of make a sound, and then slowly press down on it until you get a good clear sound. So that'll give you a gauge for how hard you have to press down your finger to fret a note on the mandolin. So far we've got the G note and the A note, and then the next note in a G scale is a B note, and that would be the 4th fret, and you can play that with your second finger. So just so far we've got, okay, the next note is a C note, and we're going to play that with our ring finger. Okay, so we've got open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, and 5th fret. Okay, so if you look at the pattern there, so basically you've got an open string, and you've got your 2nd fret, your 4th fret, and your 5th fret. And like I was saying earlier, the mandolin is very symmetrical, so you're going to play that same pattern on the next open string. So we've got open, 2, 4, 5, and then we've got open, 2, 4, 5. So those remaining notes of the scale are D, E, F sharp, and then back to the root, G. So let me play this a couple times for you. Okay, so I was doing all down strokes. This time I'll do it with alternating down up strokes. Okay, and then we're going to go back down and play the scale from the highest note down to the lowest note. So we'll play it with all down strokes first. Okay, now alternating down ups, both up and down. Okay, so that's your first scale, a G scale, and it's 1 octave. I think that's a good place to get started. And a way to practice this is just, kind of like try to go for clear tone and distinctive notes with each pick stroke. So. Okay, so we've got our first scale down. Now let's play our first song. And the first song I like to teach everyone is an old song that really probably everybody knows. It's called Joy to the World. And one thing I also like to do when I teach people new songs is to have them sing or hum the song. And that way you kind of get the song in your head, and you know, the more you do that, it kind of slowly works down to your brain and your fingers, and it helps you play the note, play the song more fluidly. So the first note of Joy to the World is joy. So I'm going to just sing this. Joy to the world, da 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 da. So you can just kind of hum it, ba ba da da, ba 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 ba. So what's cool about this song is the notes in the melody are basically a descending G scale. So what we just learned a few minutes ago, so those are all the notes you need for that this starting phrases of the Joy to the World. So then what we want to do is have your picking hand and your fingers kind of thinking about that melody. So I'm going to play it for you kind of slow. So I'm going to and kind of hum it as I play it. Da 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 da. So the notes are 5 4 2 open, 5 4 2 open. But the note values are a little different that kind of take on the essence of the melody. So let's all try it together, get those mandolins out, and so we're going to play this. So 1, 2, ready, play. All right, so that's your first song. And a good way to continue to work on this is what you're doing is you're kind of developing your ear, and you're developing your right and left hand coordination. So after you get this down, then try to figure out the rest of the song just with your ear and finding the notes. So let's just kind of work on this a minute. So the next note is da da. So if we kind of like search around for it, da da. Oh, that's not the right note. That's not the right note. There it is. Da 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 da. So we're letting our ear and our right and left hand kind of find what those melody notes are. So far we've got then if we continue, okay, so that'll get you a good start on Joy to the World. And the concept is, number one, we learned this scale, downstrokes and alternating down-up. Okay, and then we learned the melody, the beginning of the melody for Joy to the World. So basically it's a descending G scale with the note values taking on the same as the melody. So okay, so I hope you enjoyed your monthly mandolin vitamin, and tune in again next time.